Math 7, Lesson 7.13, Simple Interest. Simple interest is something that we use when we're doing banking. So the things that we're going to be talking about now are about borrowing and lending money. And the amount of money borrowed or deposited, say in a bank, is called the principal. That's the original amount. The amount earned on the use of the principal is the interest. So that's how much the bank would earn on the amount of money that it is possibly lending you. Or if you're putting money in a bank, it's the amount of money interest that you earn because your money is in the bank. The percent of interest earned or paid is the rate of interest. So an example would be Floyd borrowed $2,500 and promised to pay it back in 3 years with an interest rate of 5.5%. That's how much the bank is going to get back because it's borrowing money from the bank. How much will he owe at the end of the 3 years? So the formula that we're going to use for simple interest is interest equals the principal times the rate over time. It's going to look like this. Principal rate over time. So the principal is the amount that he is borrowing. The rate is how much the interest percent is. And over time, it's 3 years. So it would look like interest equals 2,500 times 0.055, because we have to turn that into a percent, percent into a decimal, and then over 3 years. And we do the math on that, and the interest is going to be $412.50 over the 3 years. Now let's create two different scenarios. So let's say we want to create one scenario where interest can be a good thing, and one scenario where interest can be a bad thing. So when is interest a good thing? Well, interest is a good thing when you loan money to others and they pay you back with interest. So then you're making money when you're the one loaning out the money and they have to pay you back with interest, which means they're paying you back more money than they borrowed. So when is it a bad thing? The bad thing is when you borrow money from the bank and have to pay back with interest. So that means you have to pay back the amount you borrowed plus the interest that the bank charges for letting you borrow that money. Number 2, if you had $1 million, would it be better for you to let it sit in the bank or to loan it out to others and charge an interest rate? Of course, it would be better to loan it out to others and charge an interest rate because you're going to be getting more money, because you're going to be making interest or more money on the money that you already have. Let's work some problems on this. We want to first find the simple interest, number 1. So simple interest again is interest equals the principal, which is your original amount, times the rate of interest over time. So the principal here is interest equals $1,400, 3% over 5 years. And so we multiply that out, and our interest is $210, which means that if you loaned out $1,400 to somebody at a 3% interest rate over 5 years, you're going to get that $1,400 back plus $210 of interest for letting somebody borrow the money. Let's take a look at number 3. We want to find the total amount earned. Our total amount is principal plus amount of interest. So if we have $2,000 at 5% for 3 years, then we are going to have our interest. Our interest is the principal times the rate times time. So our interest is going to be $300. Now what we want to find is the total amount that you earned. So it's the principal plus the interest. So total equals our original amount plus the interest. So that is going to be $2,300. Number 5 is we want to find the interest rate per year. So we want to use the simple interest equation and solve for R. That should be a solve in there. Okay, so our interest rate is going to be, we have our formula, we have the amount of interest, and we have our total and the time, and now we want to find our rate. So let's see our formula. Interest equals principal times rate times time. So that's our original formula. So our principal is going to be, our interest is going to be $144. Our principal is $1,800. Our rate, we don't know, that's what we're trying to solve for, and it's over time, which is 2 years. So we use our same formula, but we're solving for something different. We're solving for rate here. So we just plug in everything that it's given us, and now we solve. So we multiply these two together, and we have 144 equals 3,600 times R. We're going to divide both sides by 3,600 to get R by itself. And so R is going to be, when we divide that out, R is going to be 0.04, which means we want it as a rate, so we turn that into a percent. R equals 4%. Number 7 is find the time. So use the simple interest equation and solve for t. So again, our same equation is interest equals principal times rate times time. And this time we're solving for time, which means that they need to give us all 3 of the other components, and let's see if they do. So $900, that's the principal, at 9%, that's the rate, with $243 interest. So let's plug in what we know. Interest is $243, principal is 900, our rate is 9%, and what we're solving for is time. So we simplify. $81 is what we get when we multiply those two together. And we're solving for t, so we want to divide both sides by 81. And t equals 3, which means 3 years. Number 9. Try the word problem. Mr. Bell borrows $5,000 from a bank that charges 8.5% interest per year. If he borrows the money for 1 year, how much owe to the bank? How much does he owe to the bank in total after the year? So let's go ahead and set up our formula. Our interest is principal times rate times time. So our interest is going to be the principal times the rate. I just turned that percent into a decimal, times time, which is just 1 year. So when I multiply all of that out, I'm going to get $425. And we want to know how much does he owe the bank in total. So he's going to owe him for the principal and the interest. So the principal is $5,000 plus the interest, which is $425. So the total is going to be $5,425 total.